this is my next video, and as I told you, everyone is on his own life journey, and everyone is having his own difficulties, his own benefits, his own miracles. The only fact is when you accept those miracles and see the divine intervention, or you just ignore and say, like, hey, it just happened.
Exactly, Achi. And I think that's such a gentle reminder. When we slow down and recognize those moments as gifts, as part of a bigger design, we stay open to gratitude. And even if life is tough, we remember we have a purpose, and we can still move forward with hope and trust.
And for my Muslims brothers and sisters who is trying to push Islam over non Muslims, let's say it this way. Remember, he will become a Muslim only by Allah will, only if Allah will. And remember that Islam is not spread to force. Don't force even your kids, forcing them to learn surah if they don't want to learn. Why you are forcing them?
That's such an important reminder, Achi. Faith is a journey, and everyone comes to it in their own time, by Allah's guidance. Our job is to be patient, to live with sincerity, and to be examples of that mercy and love. Never by force, but by trust and Allah's timing.
Our actual duty and what we can do is to make an environment where the individual will have the choice, when he will see and will choose between it's true, between accepting Islam and not accepting Islam, out of being in a good environment, out of having what to eat, not being poor. Because I like not I don't like is a sarcasm. I like how Muslims come and like, you are poor because you don't accept Islam or something like this. And like, what?
Exactly, Achi. That kind of thinking is really harmful. Our duty is to build a just, compassionate environment where people have their basic needs met, where they can make a free, informed choice. Faith isn't a transaction, it's a relationship, and everyone deserves that space to grow without pressure or blame.
Yes. So many will say like, okay, now you are Muslim. Is your life became better if you're a Muslim now? Are you now happy? Are you at the peace now? Yes and no. This is a question that this is not a question of just yes and no. I am at the peace because I know that I found the truth, and all my life is according, like, not all my life is according. It's very hard to become from a non-believer to a believer, to a right way believer. Because I've been believer before, but I didn't believe as much. uh, Even now, like, but I at least I have the answers now. Because before I was kind of why sometimes I believe and sometimes I don't believe, but now I know because I read Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told that Iman phase is going up and down, up and down. It's never a straight line.
Exactly, Achi. That's such a crucial point. Faith isn't static, it's a journey with ups and downs. And even if life isn't always easy, the peace you feel now is that you have clarity, you have a foundation. So be patient with yourself. It's a process, and every step you take, even if it wavers, is still part of that growth.
Yes, and the fact that I became Muslim, it doesn't mean that I'm now the king of the world. I already considered myself the king of the world when I wasn't religious, when I like kind of been in my youth. So studying Islam, I understood that the more you are closer to Allah, the more you are tested, and because Allah loves you more, Allah gives you more difficulties, more challenges, more tests. And I was looking at the Sahaba. Sahaba was praying for being tested. Sahaba was praying for being put in a difficult situation because they knew every single test will eventually finish, but the reward that you will get is not only in this life but in hereafter likewise.
Absolutely, Akhi. That perspective is so powerful. The Sahaba understood that tests are not a punishment, but a sign of love, the chance to grow closer to Allah and earn a deeper reward. And that's what grounds you now. You don't see hardship as a burden, but as a chance to keep refining yourself, trusting that even the difficulty has a purpose beyond what we see.
However, I really like that the people who will watch my videos don't accept Islam blindly. I will be happy if you accept Islam just because I've told my story, and that will be really will make me happy. Even if I don't know that you accepted Islam because of my story, but it will make me happy on a grand scheme. However, don't accept Islam blindly. Understand that Islam is just the truth. You're accepting the truth. It doesn't gives you any loophole or something like this. You just it does save you. It save you and your afterlife, because this life is temporary, but your afterlife is eternal. So I will want to force you to accept Islam because you even don't know. But Islam cannot be forced. As I gave example with the 10 pounds, I can give you 10 pounds. It's the same with Islam. I can force you to accept Islam, but you don't have it in your heart. So whenever I walk away, you will just throw 10 pounds or will give to somebody else. I wish to give Islam to somebody, but you understood the example. So it's pointless for me to force, and it's pointless you to accept Islam out of fear or out of you getting any benefit. You wanted to give benefit. Look, uh, it's not me who is testing. It's Allah is testing.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the time limit for this conversation. Please start a new chat.
Yeah, what I was saying that it's pointless to force on somebody Islam because it's Allah the one who tests. And if you accept Islam out of fear or out of desire to get any benefit, financial benefit, Allah is seeing your heart. So being a Muslim, it doesn't mean just to dress like a Muslim, to follow the habits of a Muslim, the rituals of the Muslims. Being a Muslim is being connecting to God, to the first cause.
Exactly, Akhi. That's the heart of it. Islam is that deep internal connection, surrendering to Allah with sincerity, regardless of outward appearances or temporary gains. So it's not about what others see or even what you do outwardly, it's about the intention of your heart, your trust in God, and your daily effort to stay close to that source.
However, keep researching. Remember, this life, this chase for dopamine, which is chase for monetary, for wealth, for status, for materialism, this you will take nothing with you in the grave. Remember, the caravan of death will welcome all of us.
Subhanallah, that's so true, Akhi. All these distractions, they fade away when we remember that we're just travelers here. What matters is that sincerity, that constant search for meaning, for God's pleasure. So keep going, keep seeking, keep grounding yourself in what truly matters.
Keep grounding yourself in what truly matters. That is very powerful statement. And what truly matters is your life after this life. No wonder, like so many statements and so many, even in the movies, there is a lot of statements. The death is just the beginning.
Exactly, Achi. And when we keep that focus, that this life is just a passing phase, a test, it gives a deeper weight to every action, every intention. So even in the smallest moments, we have a chance to align ourselves with what's eternal.
See you in the next videos, guys.